In 1993, Dennis the Menace reminded us of a world where life was simple, innocent, and pure. Yet behind the bright 90s nostalgia, the real lives of the cast took dark, unexpected turns. One of its biggest stars became a city trash collector and construction worker, and some tragically lost their lives. This is the shocking reality of where life took them. Mason Gamble lights up the screen as Dennis Mitchell, 5 years old and playing the energetic only child whose curiosity seemed impossible to contain. Spoiled in the way many deeply loved children can be, Dennis believed every idea was worth trying, and every problem could be solved with enthusiasm. His endless questions, impulsive decisions, and sincere attempts to help often left chaos in their wake, yet his heart was always in the right place. Beneath the mischief was a boy overflowing with kindness, courage, and optimism, reminding everyone around him that innocence can be both exhausting and strangely inspiring. At 40, Mason Gamble is a former American child star who famously beat out more than 20,000 children to win the title role in Dennis the Menace, 1993. He later appeared in Rushmore, 1998, Arlington Road, 1999, A Gentleman's Game, 2002, and Golf in the Kingdom, 2010. Rather than spend a lifetime chasing fame, he pursued higher education and transitioned into marine biology and scientific research. The son of actor Tim Gamble, he successfully reinvented himself beyond childhood stardom. Married since 2017, he has built a fulfilling life centered on family, knowledge, and purpose beyond the spotlight. Christopher Lloyd delivers a chilling performance as Switchblade Sam, 55 years old and embodying a seasoned criminal whose on-screen crimes include burglary, child kidnapping, and attempted murder. Looking like he hadn't seen a shower, a smile, or a sandwich in years, Switchblade Sam was that one man you crossed the street to avoid. Scruffy and hollow-eyed, he drifted through town like he never truly belonged anywhere. Every glance felt delayed, like something inside him was always calculating the next wrong move. At 87, Christopher Lloyd remains one of cinema's most iconic character actors, built on decades of fearless, eccentric performances across stage and screen, including Back to the Future's Doc Brown, Taxi's Emmy-winning Reverend Jim Ignatowski, and The Addams Family's Uncle Fester. He has been married 5 times, divorced 4, and has no children. A former stage apprentice turned legendary performer, his career is defined by unsettling brilliance. As a stage actor, film and television star, voiceover artist, and commercial pitchman. Honoring the memory of the late Walter Matthau as Mr. George Wilson, 73 years old, and portraying the retired neighbor who valued routine, quiet, and order above everything else. Protective of his prized garden and lifelong habits, George viewed childhood chaos as a daily invasion he never asked for. Irritable, stubborn, and quick to complain, he seemed determined to keep the world at arm's length. Yet beneath the gruff exterior was a lonely man whose life had become predictable and small. As his patience was tested, something unexpected emerged: affection, purpose, and a reminder that the people who disrupt our lives often end up changing them the most. Walter Matthau's cause of death was a heart attack on July 1, 2000 at age 79, following a history of heart disease and colon cancer. Before fame, he worked as a theater usher, served as a World War II radioman gunner, and studied journalism. A celebrated actor, comedian, director, and producer, he starred in The Fortune Cookie, 1966, The Odd Couple, 1968, and The Bad News Bears, 1976, earning an Oscar, 2 Tony Awards, and a Golden Globe. Married twice and divorced once, he was the father of 3 children, leaving behind one of cinema's most beloved legacies. Paying tribute to the late Joan Plowright as Martha Wilson, 64 years old and portraying the devoted wife of George Wilson, whose warmth and wisdom quietly held her household together. Calm, compassionate, and endlessly patient, Martha balanced her husband's frustrations with understanding and grace. While others focused on problems, she focused on people, offering comfort, perspective, and emotional strength. Her gentle nature never made her weak. It made her the steady foundation everyone leaned on. Martha showed that kindness is often the strongest force in any family. Joan Plowright's cause of death was passing peacefully in her sleep in January 2025 at age 95, after retiring due to complications that left her legally blind. An acclaimed actress celebrated for Enchanted April, 1991, 101 Dalmatians, 1996, Tea with Mussolini, 1999, and Dinosaur, 2000. She built a remarkable career across stage and screen. Married twice and a mother of three, Plowright remained a respected figure as a theater company executive, voice artist, memoirist, and literary archivist. Leah Thompson stepped into the heels of Alice Mitchell, 32 years old, Henry Mitchell's wife and Dennis Mitchell's devoted mother, balancing corporate office work with the unpredictable demands of raising a highly energetic child. She was a working mother who carried responsibility on both sides of life, bringing structure to chaos while quietly absorbing the emotional strain of a household shaped by constant disruption. Patient, grounded, and deeply compassionate, she guided Dennis with calm discipline, softened her husband's frustrations, and became the emotional bridge, holding the family steady when situations spiraled beyond control. At 65, Leah Thompson remains a respected actress, director, and producer, best known for Back to the Future films, Caroline in the City, 1995, and Switched at Birth, 2011. Before acting, she trained as a ballet dancer until injuries forced a career shift into performance and later directing. Married for 37 years to a director and producer, she met him on a film set, and they share two daughters who are both actresses. Natasha Lyonne lands on screen as Polly, 14 years old and portraying the teenage babysitter, tasked with watching Dennis Mitchell. Fully aware of his reputation long before arriving, Polly came prepared with a football helmet and plenty of caution. Street smart, sarcastic, and far more interested in spending time with her boyfriend than babysitting. She often let teenage distractions override responsibility. Her attempts to outsmart the chaos around her usually backfired, pulling her into a string of misunderstandings and pranks she never saw coming. At 47, Natasha Lyonne has evolved into one of television's most distinctive creative voices as an actress, writer, director, producer, comedian, and former child model. Having worked in entertainment since childhood through modeling and acting, Lyonne is best known for Russian Doll, 2019, Poker Face, 2023, Orange is the New Black, 2013, American Pie, 1999, and Scary Movie 2, 2001. Her journey also included highly publicized struggles with substance abuse, mental health challenges, severe heart and lung illnesses, a 2001 DUI arrest, and legal troubles in 2004. Her comeback remains one of Hollywood's most remarkable stories of survival and reinvention. Robert Stanton brings focus to Henry Mitchell, 30 years old, a disciplined aeronautical engineer and former U.S. Navy man, whose career shaped both his precision and his priorities at home. Henry was the steady husband of Alice and the devoted father of Dennis, balancing demanding aerospace work with the unpredictable reality of raising a child whose imagination constantly spills into chaos. Practical, patient, and quietly firm, he enforces boundaries when needed, while still trying to understand Dennis's world, offering guidance without crushing his curiosity. His job often pulls him away on engineering projects, and those absences quietly strain the family rhythm he works so hard to protect. At 63, Robert Stanton is an American actor, director, and playwright, known for his long-running work across stage, film, and television. Before recognition, he worked through the off-Broadway and restaurant circuit, taking on waiter roles and other early jobs while building his craft. He later appeared in A League of Their Own, 1992, Mercury Rising, 1998, and Jason Bourne, 2016, alongside TV roles in Orange is the New Black, 2013, and Mr. Mercedes, 2017. Devin Rattray steps forward as Mickey, 16 years old, and portraying the self-absorbed teenage boyfriend of Dennis's babysitter, Polly. More concerned with looking cool than acting responsible, Mickey carried himself with the confidence of someone who thought he had everything figured out. Arrogant, impatient, and quick to blame others when things went wrong, he often found himself outmatched by situations he barely understood. Whether falling for misunderstandings or chasing revenge over imagined insults, Mickey's tough guy attitude usually created more problems than solutions. At 48, Devin Rattray remains best known as Buzz McAllister in Home Alone 1990 and Home Alone 2 Lost in New York 1992. A lifelong performer who began acting at age 6, he later appeared in Nebraska 2013, Hustlers 2019, Kimi 2022, and HBO's Mosaic 2018. Beyond acting, he worked as a musician, writer, producer, and voice actor, including contributions to Red Dead Redemption 2 video game. In recent years, his life has included serious heart issues and legal troubles. Celebrating the life and legacy of Paul Winfield as Chief Bennett, the local police chief, 53 years old and the quiet force of authority in a town constantly tipping into chaos. He served as the neighborhood's steady guardian, observing trouble before it spread and stepping in with calm precision rather than panic or force. Protective, intuitive, and firm without ever raising his voice, he understood that real authority wasn't about volume, but control. When suspicion lingered in the air, he acted early, setting boundaries that kept the town's fragile peace intact and ensuring danger never had room to settle. Paul Winfield's cause of death was a heart attack on March 7, 2004 at age 64, following long struggles with diabetes and obesity. Before fame, he worked as a contract player at Columbia Pictures, shaped by working-class roots, with a stepfather who was a city trash collector and construction worker. A distinguished actor, he earned an Academy Award nomination for Sounder, 1972, and appeared in The Terminator, 1984, Star Trek II, 1982, Cliffhanger, 1993, and Touched by an Angel, 1995. The acclaimed actor was openly gay, but kept his personal life discreet to protect his career. Amy Sakasitz stands out as Margaret Wade, 8 years old and portraying Dennis Mitchell's outspoken frenemy, a bright, bossy know-it-all who seemed convinced she had every answer before anyone finished asking the question. Armed with confidence far beyond her years, Margaret constantly tried to improve Dennis's manners, organize his behavior, and steer him toward the future she had already planned for them. Intelligent, stubborn, and hilariously self-assured, she believed they were destined to marry someday, while Dennis spent most of his time trying to avoid her attention. At age 41, Amy Sakasitz remains remembered by 90s audiences for A Home of Our Own, 1993, Mad Love, 1995, and House Arrest, 1996. Long before many child actors booked their first role, she had already appeared in 45 national commercials and earned a Clio Award nomination. Inspired to pursue acting at just 5 years old, she quickly became a familiar face in family entertainment. After a successful childhood career, Sakasitz chose a different path, stepping away from Hollywood entirely and embracing a private life outside the spotlight, later describing herself simply as an ex-actress. Kellen Hathaway settles in as Joey McDonald, 7 years old and portraying Dennis Mitchell's loyal best friend, faithful sidekick, and constant partner in childhood adventure. Gentle, trusting, and far more cautious than Dennis, Joey often found himself swept into situations he barely understood, simply because he believed his friend knew what he was doing. While Dennis charged ahead without hesitation, Joey followed, with equal parts curiosity and concern, creating a friendship built on loyalty rather than bravery. Through every misunderstanding, misadventure, and neighborhood scheme, Joey represented the kind of friendship many children experience. At 39 years old, Kellen Hathaway is remembered for a successful childhood acting career that included Tom and Huck, 1995, and a recurring role on Grace Under Fire, 1993. He also built a resume in voice acting, contributing to Disney's Hercules, 1997, its interactive storybook adaptation, and other animated projects. Beyond acting, Hathaway later transitioned into customer support and corporate solutions work after leaving Hollywood behind. That brings us to the close of Dennis the Menace Cast Then and Now, 2026. A film that turned childhood mischief, neighborhood adventures, and endless curiosity into memories that still make us smile today. So, what part of Dennis the Menace 1993 always stuck with you? Share it in the comments below. Until the next 90s family comedy film, laugh often, stay young at heart, and never stop finding joy in the little things.